May I request our school administrators, subject area coordinators, and guests to come up the stage. Everyone is requested to stand for the entrance of the colors, and please remain standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Magiliw, kalas na silangan, alalam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lumang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupig, di ka masisi. Sa nakatang mundong susimoy at sa langit mamahal, may nilagang tulad, awit sa panlayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidindi. Ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na luwal, ating pagsinta mo ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya lamang may mga mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Please be seated. Dr. Mary Jean R. Loyola, Dean of the College of Education, will now present the candidates for graduation from the College of Education. Likewise, Madam Gracil Manriquez Ligan, OIC Dean of the College of Criminology, will present the candidates for graduation from the College of Criminology. Madam Maria Donitha C. Hernando will do the acceptance and proclamation of the graduates.
President and Chancellor of De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando, I have the honor to present to you the following: 26 Bachelor of Elementary Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education, 25 Major in English, 1 Major in Filipino, 5 Major in Mathematics, and 11 Major in Science. Candidates for graduation who have completed the requirements of their respective curricula as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education for the academic year 2024-2025.
President and Chancellor of De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando, I have the honor to present to you 62 Bachelor of Science in Criminology candidates for graduation who have completed the requirements of their respective curricula as prescribed by the Commission on Higher Education for the academic year 2024 to 2025.
By the power and authority vested upon me as the President and Chancellor of De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, and upon the recommendations of the respective college deans, I hereby accept and proclaim you as graduates of the College of Education and the College of Criminal Justice Education from the following programs: Bachelor of Elementary Education, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics, Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science, and Bachelor of Science in Criminology. To our graduates of the tertiary education levels, congratulations!
Please be seated. Thank you, Dr. Loyola, Madam Ligan, and Madam Hernando. Transformative and accessible, among others, describe the education which De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College offers. Thus, it paves the way for the deserving but economically disadvantaged to avail of quality Christian education, thereby fulfilling the vision of Don Andres Soriano and the mission of St. John Baptist de La Salle. A number of our completers and graduates experienced Lasallian education because of the benevolence of the following benefactors and scholarship programs and grants: De La Salle Philippines, 1 La Salle Scholarship Endowment Fund, Academic Scholarship, 1 La Salle Scholarship Program, Carmen Copper Corporation Social Development Management Program Scholarship, which is represented today by Mr. Christopher John Salcedo, Assistant Vice President for Safety, Health, Environment, Community Relations, and Corporate Communications. Government Scholarship, Student Assistantship, and Alumni Scholarship. De La Salle ASMC is deeply grateful to the individuals and organizations who made and will continue to make a child's dream of experiencing LaSalle come true. Let us give our benefactors a warm round of applause. Diplomas, which are tangible proofs of the success of our graduates, will now be distributed. At the same time, the hooding for the College of Criminology and College of Education graduates will be done. Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando and Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas will do the honors of giving the diplomas to the graduates, while Mr. Christopher John Salcedo will don the hood of the graduates. They will be assisted by Dr. Rowena G. Rivecho, Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Formation, Madam Gemma Amante, Vice Chancellor for Administration, Ms. Maria Teresa Rose V. Loyola, Advancement and Quality Assurance Officer, Dr. Mary Jean R. Loyola, Dean of the College of Education, Madam Gracel Manricas Ligan, OIC Dean of the College of Criminology, and Dr. Anjanette D. Santillan, OIC for the Basic Education Principal. The audience and the parents of the graduates are requested to take note of the following. First, the parents should accompany the graduate as he or she walks towards the stage. However, only the graduate shall proceed to the stage. The parents shall wait for their child downstage, where the pinning of the corsage will be done. Second, for the orderly flow of the distribution of diplomas, only the official photographers are allowed to come up the stage. Other photographers may take pictures downstage at a considerable distance to avoid overcrowding. Third, the audience shall only give the applause after all the names of the graduates have been called. Dr. Rowena G. Rivecho, advisor of the fourth-year Bachelor in Elementary Education and Bachelor of Secondary Education, will read the names of the College of Education graduates. On the other hand, Madam Kimberly Rose Allier, advisor of the fourth-year Bachelor of Science in Criminology, will read the names of the College of Criminology graduates.
The following are the successful graduates: a Bachelor of Elementary Education, Queen John in Calyado, Warren Soria,
Nicole Angela Abanez, Casey Alcomendres, Abigail Alperez, Riza May Alperez, Maria Nicole Amante, Almay Rose Balanza, Jessibel Cantal, Saiva Corinne Cantalejo, Melody Delgado, Chine Ginaldo, Kyla Jane Hermosilio, Danica Humisilio, Shane K. Libria, Angel Lucky Lucky, Rayana Louise Luciano, Angelica Loren. Melody Morales. Mary Grace Pabuaya. Rain Pocket. John Erdel Pinili. Hanile Plarizan. Vanessa Riston. Ivy Rose Tanguan. Joanna May Ubas. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. J. Rayo Chavez. John Michael Minoza. James Ludmil Nero Panlaan. Angelo Sigara. Bianca Abad, Baby Jane Alvarez, Alexis Faith Alusor, Kaizen Quail Bariga, Jessa May Buntuyan, Joneline Caballero, Lela Lynn Cabanyero, Maylin Cabanilla, Metchalu Kadungo, Rhea Jane Chavez, Cara Sapphire Garton, Ophelia Heraldez, Annabella Lonceras, Chantal K. Papeliero, Ana Placido, Hart May Praga, Donna Marie Sasan. Erica May Sasan. Aimee Sukalit. Michelle Ella Tanchado. Jane Marson. Aimee Sukalit. Michelle Ella Tanchado. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Filipino. Sheen Bastida. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. John Enrico Soto. Jamaica Abelio. Jonah May Cobrador. Jonah May Lacunia. Mary Grace Tanguan. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science. Zach Zuzimir Zanders Arbon. Christian Ray Panerio. Jadiel Dane Reyes, Emelisa Alpar, Diane Jean Giboni, Faustina Hapitan, Cindy Lisa, Jeremy Lumacao, Jessa Tantoy, Franzel K. Tolentino, Sheven Graika Uy,
From the Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Christian John Abarquez. Carl Jade N. Abatayo. Jordan Q. Abatayo. Alexander C. Alfante. John Kenneth A. Alferez, Clint Joshua T. Alima, Given L. Alier, Clarence C. Ani, John Bonnie A. Apaap, Daryl Z. Bacchus, Glendale C. Bagapuro, Jerome S. Baritogo, Jesseray G. Coellen, Ryan J. E. Kaligid, Verhel A. Canyabano, Jameson Q. Candelada, Ian Kit C. Caniedo, James Clifton N. Canilio, Fritz Christian L. Cantalejo, Jebby Vincent C. Gantapa, Edsel C. Heruela, Jovi B. Jaime Jr., Clarence D. Humauas, Bensel C. Labajo, Christopher J. L. Labandero, Jadefel A. Largo, Janelle A. Lowian, Jonathan Librea, Prince Aaron S. Lombrino, Edward C. Mabalato, Jerson G. Mahilom, Jerson Mananay, Anthony N. Nelmida, John Michael V. Octat, Aaron Fritz C. Padin, John Paul T. Pamilar, Marlon Q. Paraiso, Sherwin James D. Pardillo, James B. Perella, Jelmar Regados, John Lee M. Serad, Cherry Joy E. Tapia, Justin Andre Tubalado, Janice V. Alferez, Jana May R. Aliganga, Christine Jean F. Alier, Anami A. Bincula, J. Marie B. Borja, Vetime A. Briones, Jacqueline P. Camacho, Candice Julianne Quizon, Mariel R. Guardario, China May Ignalig, Rowella S. Lasponia, Gwyneth B. Manayon, Anjaneth A. Morris, Marivic N. Padua, Normie G. V. Pantoliano, Joycel D. Plarisan, May Jane J. Racoma, Jenalyn C. Repuela, Melanie Q. Rosario, Let's give the College of Criminology and the College of Education graduates another resounding applause. Thank you, administrators and advisors. Commencement exercises like this will not be meaningful and memorable without listening to invaluable words of wisdom from someone whose personal and professional life is worth emulating. To introduce our honored commencement speaker, please welcome with a round of applause our Language Arts Coordinator, Madam Lorson O. Ruiz.
Children are like diamonds. They may need polish, and education of the right kind will impart this luster. Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando, DLS ASMC President and Chancellor, Mr. Christopher John Salcedo, Assistant Vice Presidents of Safety, Health, Environment, Community Relations, and Corporate Communications of Carmen Copper Corporation, our esteemed guests, administrators, beloved faculty, honored guests, proud parents, the graduating batches of 2025, fellow LaSallians, good afternoon. Having been born on April 29, our speaker is a polished diamond, for it is the birthstone of April-born people who are special individuals with a natural ability to connect with others. They are kind, loyal, and always ready to help those around them. They prefer to keep life simple, avoiding unnecessary complications. Just like the diamond, she has undergone extreme pressure and temperature to become the beautiful gemstone that she is. She is someone who is proof that you can do it all and still find time to breathe. She is a proud alumna of this very institution, De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, where she graduated as class valedictorian. She was once my student. I was her class advisor, and now your graduation speaker. She then went on to UP, University of the Philippines, Cebu, where she finished her bachelor's in psychology, magna cum laude, because clearly she wanted to understand not just the law, but also our brains. She did not stop there. She pursued her certificate in professional education from the Cebu Normal University. She became a licensed professional teacher, placing 7th nationwide in the licensure exam for teachers in April 2010. Because apparently, top 10 is nothing new to her. Moving forward, she eventually earned her law degree from the University of Cebu and has since become a force in the legal world, representing the Philippines in international moot court competitions, working with top firms like SGV and Company, and now serving as corporate legal counsel at Philinvest Land Incorporated. See how she sparkles and show her brilliance? This is a testament to her intellectual versatility and dedication to learning. More than 10 years had passed since she graduated from college, and she has amassed a myriad of experiences. She has been a teacher, an HR officer, a debate champion, a legal researcher, while remaining a human being dedicated to becoming better in all ways possible. Our guest speaker is a woman of excellence, dedication, and heart. She has embraced the tenets of our slogan, which is, excellence is not just our standard, it is a way of life. And she manifests this in being an accomplished legal professional, a passionate educator, and an inspiring example of what it means to pursue excellence with a purpose. You have problems in taxation, property acquisition, corporate law, human resource, legal research and contracts? Look no further. You can count on her to help you out, for those are her areas of expertise. So we are graced with a speaker whose resume is so impressive. We needed 3 pages just to fit it all in. And that's without including her hobbies, her favorite coffee order, or Netflix queues. Being a Taurian, she is known for being grounded, practical, and stable. She is typically patient and gentle. However, when the bull sees red, they charge. It might take a long time for Taurus to get upset or show their anger, but it can be quite dramatic when they do. So don't wish to see her angry. Meanwhile, she shares her birthday with Catherine of Siena, whose feast day also falls on April 29, and who is one of the only 4 women who have been named doctors of the church in the Roman Catholic: an educator, a reformer, an advocate, a writer, a strong woman like her. But beyond the credentials and the accolades, she is a proud Lasallian who never forgot her roots. Her journey from the humble halls here in Toledo City, from classroom to courtrooms, from corporate offices to global arenas, and even international legal competitions, is a story of grit, grace, and a touch of Lasallian brilliance, reflective of her passion for growth, service, and excellence. Values we hoped to have been instilled in our graduates today. So graduates, if you're wondering whether success comes from talent or hard work, the answer is yes. And today you'll hear from someone who embodies both. So let us welcome a woman who was given the right kind of education to shine and who proved that with the hard work and heart, anything is possible. And according to Rihanna, she shines bright like a diamond. Her journey is a powerful reminder that where passion and purpose meet, success surely follows. Scintillating with her achievements is no other than our speaker for today. May I present to you Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas. A round of applause, please.
Thank you. You may take your seats. Mrs. Ruiz, my 4th-year advisor, thank you very much for that heartwarming introduction. I shine because these have shone before me. My teachers and my professors, forever grateful for them. So before I begin, pagmata na ko ganina, ingon yugog mo, ingon yud ko later, habemos papam. Today is a celebration of 2 things. We have a pope and you are graduates. So, Madam Maria Donita Hernando, President and Chancellor of the LSASMC, Christopher John Salcedo, representative of Carmen Copper Compound, my very dear teachers and professors, our graduates, parents, family members, sisters, ate, kuya, tanan nga ni support ninyo who are here or watching online. To our guests, maayong hapon. To our graduates, what is your why? Have you ever wondered, why did you take up that course? Why ASMC? Why did you pursue education? We have 1 major in Filipino, ni lahutay until 4th year. Sometimes it gets lonely if you're solo. I'm a solo child, so I somehow relate that. So why did you choose ASMC? Why are you still here? What is your why? It is funny because this question, it was asked when I was during one of our team huddles in my first job as a lawyer. I was working in Makati, in Manila, and it caused me to resign. Well, I returned to Cebu, and I realized that part of my why is my family, and I wanted to spend time with my parents who are now senior citizens. According to Simon Sinek, he is a renowned British author and motivational speaker. He emphasizes the importance of knowing our why. Kanang commercial bitaw? Can you remember a commercial that's related? Para kanino ka? Para kanino ka bumabangon? According to Simon Sinek, our why is the compelling higher purpose that inspires us and acts as the source of all that we do. Why? Beyond Simon Sinek's discussion, allow me this afternoon to borrow his ideas and to relate why to our theme, Lasallian Pilgrims of Hope, Journeying in Faith, celebrating our heritage, empowering with communities. Let's try to dissect W, H, and Y. W for worth. Merriam-Webster defines worth as the value of something measured by its qualities or by the esteem in which it is held. What is the worth that you give yourself? What is the worth that you give the work that you do? What is the worth that you give the people around you? Worth, it translates to respect. The more we deem someone as worthy or something as worthy, the more respect we give that person. Let me share experiences in ASMC that made me feel I am worthy. When I was in elementary, insecure kay ko. Kanang mahadlok gyud ko mustorya in front sa mga tao. I'm not sure if you still have it or the elementary still have speech and grammar, the same subject. It's called reading and writing. Nya, naamanay ka nang mo present, bitaw ka nga mag-costume, dayon mo portray og certain characters. Believe me, mahadlok gyud kay ko. Like magkurog gyud ko when the time comes. And then came level 8, grade 7 before. I was to deliver my valedictory address. So syempre, kanang dako man gud gyud ko before. So insecure na ko atong a point, but I don't think now that I'm nearing 40, I don't think it should be the basis of how you see yourself. But mo to insecure kay ko, mahadlo ko, and that I didn't know unsaon man ako pag-deliver akong speech. There was this head of the elementary department. She sat me down for mga 3 hours, more than 3 hours, nagabhian good me. She helped me go through my speech. Sige, migbalik-balik na pa lang misa, good afternoon, the director, kay kung bata ka, good afternoon. Ana ba yan ay muhang tono? Lahi ba siya? So she trained me, she helped me how to mince my words. I would always remember that before I deliver a speech. And today, I remember her. She must have deemed me worthy of her time and effort. You see, the few hours had a great impact in me. When I graduated college, I had to deliver another speech. And the very woman that I had the honor of being introduced by, she reviewed my speech. Nahadlo ko, kay wala na may mo review sa UP, pasagdan biya ka. So ingon ko, kung mo deliver ko ani in front of many people, sakto ka ni akong mga gipangbutang na words. I have my speech and grammar teacher, Mrs. Loyola, who I really idolize, my English teacher, Mrs. Ruiz. Kato nga days before gihatod nako sa Accra akong speech, she reviewed my speech, college nako, ladies and gentlemen. I must have been worthy of her time, even if she was busy. You see, the people who give you time, they make you feel like you are worthy. In college, one of the questions of our final exam in social science is to mention the names of 2 of the staff working in the school canteen. I could not remember the equivalent points, pero kay kato among maestro, maayo man kay to siya, you didn't have to answer many of the questions nga academic. If you answer those questions, pasar na ka sa final exam. Honestly and sadly, I didn't answer the questions. But then the lesson remained in me. That the people you encounter, especially on a more frequent level, try to know their names because they contribute to your worth too, and you contribute to their worth as well. That professor has sadly passed on, but I carry the lesson to this day. The people we meet are actually instruments in our journey. We may not necessarily know it at that time. They contribute to our worth, and their worth we sometimes either increase or lower. The worth we give others can also affect the worth they give themselves. That is not to say that we should measure our worth based on other people's perception of us. It is more of, do my actions contribute to someone else's worth so that he perceives himself better? Or do I give him a bad impression of himself? Especially in this age of social media, we should try to be careful with that. On a personal level, and which you may later apply when you start working, these words from my law professor resonate with me when I make decisions. Ingon siya, she's now a judge. Know your worth. Make sure it is so high that no one can afford you. Letter H, higher being. When I was in high school, my mother would always remind me that I would live by the quote, do your best, and God will do the rest. It sounds simple, but it makes me feel that I am human, that I am vulnerable. But in that vulnerability is a God who makes ways for me. In our journey towards realizing our why, we acknowledge that our human efforts, they are not enough. We falter, we fail. Nanghagbong man sad gyud ta at a certain point in our lives. When it feels like our best isn't good enough, let us let God work. After high school, I really wanted to study in UP Diliman. But finances were stiff because when I was in third year high school, my father met an accident. With God's grace, he survived, but up to college, we were reeling with the expenses. So I had to request transfer to UP Cebu. Even before enrollment, the expenses were foremost of our concern. Then a kind-hearted neighbor, she was working with the government, she helped me get a scholarship sa Toledo. I'm not sure if there still is, but there was at the time, the Toledo Scholarship, the Toledo City Government Scholarship. And then fortunately as well, I received a letter from UP, and I was given the UP Government Scholarship Grant without having to apply. To this day, I claim it was God making way for a probinsyana who dreamt of finishing college. Before going to law school, I was a teacher myself. Nagtudlo ko graders, advisory teacher to grade 1 students at a school in Tacloban. There were hard days. They truly tested my patience, my technique, and my skill. Because I had 2 students who were special children who were integrated into mainstream education. And there I was, first time teaching, so it was really a challenge. Pero dili siya binuang nga pagtudlo, it was not the easiest half year of my life. Pero kanang bitong bata, tagaan kag mupunit man na sila buwak nga random sa garden. Ihatag, teacher, teacher. Yung Happy Teacher's Day almost every day. So I'm like, okay, mabawi-bawi rabia pod ang ilang kakiat. The teaching profession, our future teachers and our teachers can say, is a painful but fulfilling profession. You care for individuals who are not your family members, not your children, not your brothers, not your sisters, and you know that they're gonna leave you soon anyway. But you treat them as your family members nonetheless. You learn to care for them. I honestly still look at the social media posts of my former students. They were 6 to 7 years old when I left, and right now they're in college. Some of them have graduated already. And I feel very happy when I see that they have become successful. And I would like to take this opportunity to also thank our teachers. May I request the graduates, because I think the teachers nag-smile-smile lang na, pero emotional po na sila sa inyong graduation. So it is time that we give them the thank you that they deserve, and in my case, it is long overdue. So if I may request the graduates to stand and to clap, give a round of applause to our teachers. Thank you so much, future teachers as well. Thank you. You may now take your seat. Thank you, ma'am. You are very instrumental to who we are now and to who these graduates will still become. I did not pursue teaching because 2 months into the job, I started having hoarse voice. Until there were days when my voice would barely come out. It was something about my nodules. And the doctor gave me an ultimatum that I either rest and stop teaching to rest my voice, or I lose my voice altogether. It was not an easy decision because I had then started a new career. But the detours in life is God's way of taking us to His original plan. Maybe He really did want me to go into law school. God also makes ways for us through people He sends as instruments to help us come through. In my first official job as a lawyer with a tax firm in Makati, the job was mostly about accounting and audit. And my background was psychology, so layo ra gyud kay siya. But I was really curious because law students are afraid of tax. Murag mao man na siya ang lisod sa law school. I wanted to go into it. I wanted to practice it. I would always remember the days when 2 of the higher-ranking senior lawyers in the company would be with me to train me and to accompany me. And it reminds me, I must have been worth of their time. I have had and still have a good mixture of demanding clients and stressful days. And on days when indecision takes the most of me, and I feel like I have done all the research and still some things don't work, and the solution seems foggy, I mostly just surrender the stress to the Lord and let Him do the rest. Maybe it was not only in high school that I lived through the quote, "Do your best, and God will do the rest." It has gotten me through this day. Worth, higher being, what do you think is the why? Last exam before you graduate? Bragging rights, for one who can guess. Yearning. What is yearning? According to Merriam-Webster, it is a tender or urgent longing, something you really want. I could still remember when I was in elementary. I'm sure none of the graduates can relate. Tulo pa ka channel sa TV, GMA, ABS-CBN, and RPN. You don't know RPN, right? In wala pa tayo cable, no YouTube, no Netflix. Ang RPN, there was a series, The Practice. It's about lawyers and courtroom drama. I would always watch. But then, I believe that at the time, my yearning or desire to become a lawyer, it took shape. It was even intensified when my father met an accident and justice was a challenge at the time when I was in 3rd year high school. But law school is not easy and it requires finances. So I had to shelve the dream. I had to work after graduation. But it has been haunting me since. I reconsidered a lot of times so that when I was redirected, when being a teacher didn't work, and God had me stop, I really had to stop, and I said, maybe it's my opportunity to try to become a lawyer. So I enrolled in law school. Because these words haunt me. Do not be scared of your dreams if they're too big. God is the one who planted them in your heart. Sometimes it may take time, but that yearning, things will have a way of unfolding for you to realize them. Pero dili lang yun lalim. To lighten things, allow me to share some of the seemingly basic elementary lessons you learn nga kung naka sa eskwelahan, feel ni mo, nganong ingani man ni ka basic, nga dili man ni siya gamit. In my job, I draft contracts for different entities. Pretty sure you can still remember math class, and my math teacher is here. When you have to write figures into words and words into figures, nya 1 to 10, 1 to 20, nya kapoy kay nang 100 million, 223 something thousand. But in my job, I do that almost every day. And walay binuang, I would remember class that time. And I would appreciate how she taught me to put a dash between 30 and 1 in 31. In my line of job, figures and amounts, they matter. And mistakes mean liability. In law school, I joined the moot team. Mooting is like presenting your case before a judge. You represent a client, and then you present the case of the client before the judge. When I write my case, I would be very careful with the words I use because it might expose the client to liability. Moot reminded me of the synonyms and antonyms I had to memorize when I was in school. Because when I was in law school, smart bro man akong internet. Unya, di man kakarely o Google all the time, kaya wala man siya load, or mo dan siya load, or malobat, mag-brown out sa UC, all those things. So these you rely. And more importantly, in fourth year or third year, we had the lesson on clients and clusters. Katubitaw, I'm sure you have had that for English majors. Correct me, ma'am, if I'm wrong. Kanang magbuhat kag murag ladder, and then you put the synonyms in order, which means less and which means more, like pretty, beautiful, gorgeous. Believe me, when I write some pleadings, magbuhat ko clients. Asa man aning a word ang mo fit sa paragraph, which one of this will embody the best what I want the judge to know and how I want the judge to understand. Because the words you use, they actually affect the kind of message you convey. So very important, the basics that you have had in school. Graduates, as you sit on your chairs, savoring the conclusion of academic life, some of you may have mixed emotions. I could still remember how graduation would make me anxious. High school, mostly it happened sa high school, college, and law school. Kaya bitang di ka sure asa ka padong ighuman. Kaya kung namangod ka sa eskwelahan, you're sheltered. You have your teachers, kung nakay problema, ato ka ni ma'am. Kung masayop ka, you can still make hangyo to the teacher. But after that is the real world. After that, you have to prove something. You're curious, like in my case, I was curious, makatrabaho ba ka ako sa field nga akong gieskwelahan? Makuha ba ka na ako ang trabaho nga akong ganahan? Based on experience, it will not come immediately because it requires hard work. I was talking to our president earlier, and it enlightened me. She mentioned adversity is the mother of creativity. Sakto, ma'am, no? So when you encounter adversities later on, our very president and chancellor, it will make you creative. It will lead you to different paths and help you to do things that at the time, di ni mo sure kaya, di ni mo buhaton. Pag grade 6, di ko sure kaya na ko musturya in front of people. I thought I may never be able to do it. But there were people who helped me along the way. And the hardships help you to discover what you can do in yourself. And trust me, the first job may not be the very job you want, but God lays down the path because that first job is actually the basic that you need that will lead you to your yearning and what you actually want. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. Why? You will be moving on to pursue your why. In doing so, know your worth and make sure that your actions do not degrade the worth of others, but empower them instead. Remember that there is a higher being who makes ways when your best human efforts seem to fail. Hold on to that faith. And yearn. Continue to yearn, continue to dream, and to work to make them possible. Keep the hope. At this point, you may be excited to test the waters. Mugawas sa balay, mugawas sa school, mugawas sa building, mugawas sa Pilipinas, whatever that dream may be. When days are dim and your expectations flutter, remember that you are a Lasallian pilgrim of hope. Hold on to your faith in whatever form it may be. May you continue to nurture your hope for the fruition of the dreams you have in your heart, the dreams for yourself, for your families who are supporting you today, and maybe for the country. And in much the same way, that there have been people that have been sent to help you to realize your worth, may you empower other people as well. There will be times, graduates, our future teachers and partners in law enforcement, when decisions are hard to make and days difficult to come by. During one of my birthdays, one of my former bosses gave me a small chaplet, kanang prayer booklet for Mother Mary. And the dedication there said, look for Mary, and there you will find Jesus. On days when it becomes hard, may you continue to try to live with Jesus in your hearts. Maayong hapon.
Thank you, Attorney Batigdas, for your heartwarming and inspiring message. Thank you to Madam Ruiz for the introduction. As a manifestation of our deep appreciation to our commencement speaker, Madam Maria Denita Hernando will award the plaque of appreciation to Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas. Let me read the citation. De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, Don Andres Soriano, Toledo City, Cebu, presents this plaque of appreciation to Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas in grateful acknowledgement for being the commencement speaker during the 24th commencement exercises for tertiary education with the theme Lasallian Pilgrims of Hope, Journeying in Faith, Celebrating Our Heritage, Empowering with Communities. Given this 9th day of May 2025 at De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, Don Andres Soriano, Toledo City. Signed, Maria Donita C. Hernando, President and Chancellor. Once again, let us give Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas another resounding applause. DLS ASMC recognizes the graduating students who have spent education in De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College since grade 1. To show appreciation for their steadfast commitment and dedication to their Lasallian education, the school will confer on them the Loyalty Medal Award. Our guest speaker, Attorney Maria Gurley V. Patigdas, will do the honors of donning the bronze medal on the awardees. May we request the parent of the recipient of the Loyalty Medal Award to accompany their child up the stage and to receive the certificate of appreciation from the school president and chancellor, Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando. Allow me to read the citation. De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, Don Andres Soriano, Toledo City. Certificate of appreciation is presented to in recognition of your unstinting loyalty to the school by allowing DLS ASMC to nurture your child for 16 years the Lasallian way. The certificate symbolizes the wholesome partnership of the school and the home for the pursuit of the total development of your child to be ready to face the next milestone. Given this 9th day of May 2025 at De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College. Signed, Dr. Rowena G. Rivecho, Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Formation, Madam Gemma R. Amante, Vice Chancellor for Administration, Dr. Anjanette D. Santillan, OIC Basic Education Principal, Dr. Mary Jean R. Loyola, Dean for the College of Education, and Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando, President and Chancellor. He is a recipient of the Loyalty Medal Award, James Ludmil Nero L. Panlaan. May I request the awardee and his parents to move to the center for a photo opportunity. Likewise, we invite our school administrators and guests to join them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a resounding applause to our loyalty medalist and his proud parents. True to its commitment to holistic education, to teach minds, touch hearts, and transform lives, DLS ASMC recognizes the uniqueness and the giftedness of each learner. At this juncture, we will now recognize the following special awards: Best in Student Lay Apostolate Award, Best in Performing Arts, and the Best Student Teacher Award. Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando will don the medal on the recipient of the award. The Best in Student Lay Apostolate Award is given to a graduating college student who meets the qualifications indicated in the following guidelines. First, manifests exemplary dedication and service to the school and community. Second, volunteers and attends religiously to the activities of the social action program of the school for at least 3 years in his or her stay at De La Salle ASMC. Third, have not received a written reprimand from the Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Formation. Ladies and gentlemen, our Best in Student Lay Apostolate for academic year 2024-2025, Mr. Vergel Canyabano. The Best in Performing Arts Award is given to a graduating student who meets the qualifications indicated in the following guidelines. First, he or she excels in any of the following category: art of singing, dancing, or acting. Second, he or she is a consistent performer in classroom activities, school-wide activities, and or has participated district, division, or national level. Ladies and gentlemen, our Best in Performing Arts for academic year 2024-2025, Miss Franzel K. G. Tolentino. The Best Student Teacher Award. The recipient of the Best Student Teacher Award is given to a graduating College of Education student who meets the qualifications indicated in the following guidelines. The student teaching supervisor's rating will determine the candidates for the Best Student Teacher. The student teachers with the top 3 highest ratings are taken as the candidates for the award. The candidates are subjected to a teaching demonstration and are rated by the dean, administrators, and the subject area coordinators. The candidate with the highest teaching demonstration average is declared as a Best Student Teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, our Best Student Teacher for academic year 2024-2025, Miss Shane K. L. Librea. May I request the awardees and their parents to move to the center for a photo opportunity. Likewise, we invite our school administrators and guests to join them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for the parents and the recipients of the special awards for academic year 2024-2025. At this point, we will now have the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award from the College of Education and College of Criminology. To graduate with honors, a student must carry a normal load according to the curriculum he or she is enrolled in. Must have completed at De La Salle ASMC at least 75% of the total number of academic units or hours for graduation. Must have a residence of at least 2 years immediately prior to graduation. Be of good character and a good example of a LaSallian student. Must have no grade below 2.5 and no failing grade in any of the subjects. Ladies and gentlemen, in alphabetical order, the following are the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award with a cum laude qualification with a weighted average rating of 1.31 to 1.50. Together with the awardees, the parents will also be given medals of recognition for the undying love, unwavering encouragement, and unconditional support they have given to their children. Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando will don the medal on the awardee, while Mr. Christopher John Salcedo and Attorney Maria Gurley Patigdas will don the medal on the parents. May I now request the parents to accompany the awardees up the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, the following are the recipients of the Academic Excellence Award. From the Bachelor of Elementary Education, Abigail D. Alvarez, cum laude. Riza May R. Alvarez, cum laude. Almay Rose I. Balansag, cum laude. Joseph G. Cantal, cum laude. Melody M. Delgado, cum laude. Vanessa A. Riston, cum laude. And Joanna May L. Ubas, cum laude. From the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English. Baby Jane P. Alvarez, cum laude. Alexis Faith Aliaser, cum laude. Maylin A. Cabanilla, cum laude. Anabelia D. Lunceras, cum laude. John Michael B. Mendoza, cum laude. Hartmay D. Pragat, cum laude. Aimee D. Sukalit, cum laude. And Michelle Ella S. Tanchado, cum laude. From the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics. Jamaica O. Abelio, cum laude. From the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science. Emelisa A. Alfar, cum laude. Faustina J. Hapitan, cum laude. Cindy L. Lisao, cum laude. Franzel K. G. Tolentino, cum laude. And Shevan Graika Uy, cum laude. From the Bachelor of Science in Criminology. Alex Sanders C. Alfante, cum laude. Candice Julianne Quizon, cum laude. Mariel R. Guardario, cum laude. Gwyneth B. Manayon, cum laude. And Anjaneth A. Morris, cum laude. May I request the awardees and their parents to move to the center for a photo opportunity. Likewise, we invite our school administrators and guests to join them. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a big round of applause to our graduates who have qualified as cum laude and their proud parents. Our highest academic honor for school year 2024-2025 is magna cum laude with an average rating within the range of 1.11 to 1.30. They are the following: Bachelor of Elementary Education, Shane K. L. Librea, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English, Donna Marie N. Sasan, magna cum laude. Bachelor of Science in Criminology, John Paul T. Pamilar, magna cum laude. And Joycel L. Plarisan, magna cum laude. May I request the awardees and their parents to move to the center for a photo opportunity. Likewise, we invite our school administrators and guests to join them. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in applauding the parents and the graduates who have qualified as magna cum laude. Our top from the College of Education and the College of Criminology graduate will now deliver their words of gratitude. Let's welcome Class of 2025 Magna Cum Laude Shane K. Librea from the College of Education and Magna Cum Laude Joycel Plarisan from the College of Criminology with a round of applause.
Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Today, as we celebrate on this remarkable day of achievement, we are not just celebrating academic success. We are celebrating resilience, perseverance, and faith. This is not just the end of a chapter. This is the beginning of new stories we are about to write. A pleasant afternoon to our esteemed school president and chancellor, Madam Maria Donita C. Hernando, our commencement speaker, Attorney Girly Patigdas, the Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Formation, and the advisor of the 4th Year College of Education, Dr. Rowena G. Revecho, the Vice Chancellor for Administration, Madam Gemma Amante, OAC Basic Education Principal, Dr. Anjanette Santillan, Advancement and Quality Assurance in Charge, Ms. Maria Teresa Rose Loyola, Finance Officer, Madam Gemma Benturado, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Mary Jean R. Loyola, OAC Dean of the College of Criminal Justice Education, Madam Gracel Manriquez Ligan, CCC Representative, Mr. Christopher John Salcedo. To our honored guests, subject area coordinators, teachers, proud and ever supportive parents, fellow graduates, friends, and everyone who made this journey possible, good afternoon. Today, I speak with a heart overflowing with gratitude. 4 years ago, many of us entered college filled with hope and fear, unsure of what lay ahead. And now, here we are, stronger, wiser, and braver. It wasn't an easy road. There were sleepless nights spent studying, mornings we didn't want to get up, moments of doubt, breakdowns behind closed doors, and countless silent prayers whispered into the dark. There were times we wanted to give up, but look at us now. We made it, and that alone is worth celebrating. Behind every graduate here is a story. And behind every story are the people who never gave up on us, even when we were ready to give up on ourselves. To our Almighty God, thank you. Thank you for being our constant source of light and strength. In moments when we were lost, when no one saw the silent battles we were fighting, you were there. You heard the unspoken words, the cries we couldn't explain. You stayed even when we turned away. You sent us strength through the kindness of others and gave us just enough light to see the next step. Thank you for your grace, for carrying us when we couldn't walk on our own. All this moment belongs to you. To our mentors and teachers, thank you for sharing more than just lessons. You shared yourselves, your patience, your wisdom, and your hearts. You believed in us when we didn't. You saw potential when all we could see were flaws. You pushed us to become better, and because of that, we are here. To Madam Imelda Kasura, thank you for being one of my guiding lights. I wouldn't be standing here today with this achievement if not for your unwavering support and guidance. You believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. Your mentoring changed me more than you will ever know. I will carry your words with me always. To Dr. Rowena G. Revecchio, my advisor, thank you for seeing strength in me that I hadn't discovered. Thank you for challenging me, for encouraging me to rise above my doubts. I owe much of my growth to you. I hope I made you proud. To my friends, thank you for the laughter during our stressful days, for the comfort during our lowest moments, and for the memories I will forever hold dear. Thank you for being my second family, my safe space. We've been through so much together, and I pray that we continue to lift each other up as we chase the dreams we once only spoke about in passing. To my classmates, I'm proud of all of us. We survived the hardships, the deadlines, the tears, and the challenges. May we keep this fire in our hearts and continue striving for our goals. Let's never forget the bond we formed and the growth we've shared. And to the people who mean the world to me, my family, Ma, Pa, this is for you. This diploma is yours as much as it is mine. Every late night meal, every word of encouragement, every silent prayer, you were there for it all. Thank you for working so hard just so I could reach my dreams. Thank you for loving me even on the days when I wasn't lovable. You are my strength, my motivation, and my greatest blessing. I will never be able to thank you enough. Please know that every step I take from here on will be in honor of you. To my fellow graduates, life ahead won't always be kind. There will be more challenges, more moments of doubt. But let's never forget how far we've come. This moment proves that we are capable of surviving storms we once thought would drown us. Keep going, keep praying, keep believing. There may be times when prayers seem unanswered, but trust that God's silence is not absence. It is preparation. He may not give us what we ask for, but He always gives us what we need, often in ways we least expect. Today, we celebrate not just a milestone, but a miracle. Each of us is a living proof that dreams, when fueled by faith and perseverance, can come true. May this day live forever in our hearts, and may we continue to unlock more achievements with humility, courage, and gratitude. Congratulations, class of 2025, and may God bless us all.
School President and Chancellor, Madam Marita Donita C. Hernando. Our commencement speaker, Attorney Maria Gerly V. Patigdas. Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Formation and the Advisor of the 4th Year College of Education, Dr. Rowena G. Revecchio. Vice Chancellor for Administration, Madam Gemma Amante. OIC Principal, Dr. Anjanet Santillan, Advancement and Quality Assurance in Charge, Ms. Maria Teresa Rose Loyola, Finance Officer, Madam Gemma Benturado, Dean of the College of Education, Dr. Mary Jean R. Loyola, OIC Dean of the College of Criminal Justice Education, Madam Grace Q. Manriquez Ligan, CCC Representative, Mr. Christopher John Salcedo, AVP Safety, Health, Environment, Community Relations, and Corporate Communication. Honored guests, subject area coordinators, teachers, proud, ever supportive parents, fellow graduates, friends, and everyone who made this journey possible, good afternoon. Today is a moment of celebration, but more than that, it is a moment of reflection and gratitude. Behind this success is a journey filled with struggle, love, sacrifices, and people whose kindness and faith in me carried me through. First, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our beloved alma mater. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to pursue my education and for shaping me into who I am today. You have not only taught me lessons with the four walls of the classroom, but also instilled in me the values of resilience, responsibility, and personal growth. These are lessons I will carry with me for the rest of my life. To Madam Hernando, thank you, Madam, for allowing my father and me to continue living in Accra compound. In one of my darkest times of my life, when my older sister, former faculty member, Ms. Jonalyn Clarisan, passed away, you gave me hope. Your kind words, your warm smile, and your heartfelt hug brought me comfort in ways I will never forget. That moment, you reminded me that I was not alone and that the school would stand by me. You didn't just help a student, you saved a dream and helped me fulfill the promise I made to my ate. Your support carried me through when I was at my lowest, and for that, I will always be deeply grateful. To Madam Bargamento, thank you for being the school's instrument granting me a scholarship. Because of this, I am able to finish my final 2 years in college. Every time we meet, you would always say, "Hapit na, gamay na lang kuwang mo-graduate na ka." Those words became a gentle push that kept me going, especially during moments of exhaustion. Your unwavering dedication to finding sponsors and supporting students like me will never go unappreciated. We, the scholars, are living proof of your deep compassion and commitment. Thank you for believing in us. To my generous alumna sponsor, Mary H. Del Hart Lampawog of high school class of 1997, I may not met you in person yet, but your kindness has already made a lasting impact in my life. Thank you for covering my tuition and miscellaneous fees during my 3rd and 4th year. One day, I hope to meet you and say thank you face to face. Perhaps over a cup of coffee and a slice of cake I baked myself. To Miss Loyola, thank you for being like my big sister and a mother to me. During my sister's hospitalization, you're always checking in, sending inspirational messages, and lifting us in prayer. Your concern was heartfelt and genuine. Even now, whenever you ask me, "How are you?" it never fails me to make me smile, because it reminds me that there are still people who truly care for me. To Madam Gina Ondagas, I am sincerely grateful for your presence and genuine concern. Thank you for the support that you and your family have extended to us since we moved in the Accra compound. You have been like a mother figure to me, and your kind help came at times when we needed it the most. To Madam Alier, our fairy godmother in the criminology department, thank you for believing in me, for your constant guidance, encouragement, and unwavering support. Thank you for saying yes to being our advisor. Even with all our occasional mischief, your support extended far beyond academics, from cheering us on in extracurricular activities and small business ventures to even listening to the love lives of my classmates. Thank you also for being one of my most trusted food tasters. Every time I'd say, "Madam, nanapod ko'y giluto, tilaway o gikritik palihog dam." And then you would reply and say, "Gang, lami, pwede ra nimo itinda." That simple praise meant so much. It gave me motivation and confidence to keep going. To our OIC Dean, Madam Ligan, thank you for being so kind to me, for your hard work in the department. Thank you for sharing your ideas and the lessons gained from you. To Ma'am Sunshine Alvarez, thank you for cheering me by saying, "Kaya ra kay na di mo sil." Your words gave me motivation to perform well. Also, thank you for guiding me throughout the process. To Grade School Canteen, thank you for allowing me to sell my products. The income helped sustain my education and transform my small kitchen into a mini business headquarters. Although my papa still refuses to call me CEO, I am grateful for the opportunity you gave me to grow and learn. To all the school personnel who bought and supported my desserts and snacks, thank you. Your feedback made me feel like I had a Michelin star business. And yes, some of you made me feel like I was walking in the clouds. To my classmates, thank you for the laughter, the teamwork, and the countless memories we've built together. This batch will always have a special place in my heart. To my friends and best friends, thank you for sticking with me through thick and thin. I'm grateful for the days you cheered me on, and even grateful for the days you cheered me up. Your support has meant everything, and I will forever cherish our bond. To my relatives, thank you for showing up for me and for taking such good care of me. Some of you cried when you heard I am graduating, and I could feel every ounce of your love. You said, "Inday, kung nato si ate, proud kay to siya nimo." I know she is, and I carry that pride with me always. To Kuya Morris, Thank you for your help and for fulfilling the promise you made to my ate. You stepped up for our family, and your support has made a big difference in our lives. I am deeply grateful for everything you've done. To my papa, salamat sa tanan pa, sa pagluto, sa pagpukaw, ug sa labaw sa tanan, sa pagpaminaw, pirmi sa tanan akong kasakit, kalipay, ug mga damgo. Salamat pa nga apil mi sa imong mga desisyon. Og salamat kayo pa nga naaka pirmi namo, na-appreciate kayo ka namo ni ate. And to my ate, this is for you. I wish you were here to walk with me on stage, just as we promised. You weren't just my sister when Mama passed away. You became my second mother, my home, and my strength. Since we were young, you always put me first. You disciplined me. You taught me how to be strong and showed me how to survive. When you were gone, life without you has been difficult. But I carry your lessons in my heart every single day. I hope I've made you proud, ate. Don't worry about me and Papa. I'll take care for us. I have always carried your words with me. Always think positive and God will provide. And most of all, to Almighty God, for guiding my path, for giving me strength when I had none, and for blessing me with people who became instruments of your love. I truly don't know where I'd be without you. To everyone who stood by me, whether through a kind word, a prayer, a hug, a plate of food, or a scholarship, this achievement is yours too. Graduation isn't just about medals or awards. It's about finishing the race. And believe me, there were moments I almost stumbled over my worries. But here I am, not perfect, not without scars, but whole, and forever grateful. Thank you, and may we all carry forward the same kindness and compassion we receive into the next chapters of our lives. Once again, good afternoon.
Thank you, Shane and Joycel, for your very beautiful and inspiring messages. Thank you also to our school administrators and honored guests. You may now go down the stage and return to your respective seats. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now listen to the graduates as they sing their graduation song, which is an original composition by our very own BS Ed Science graduate, Ms. Francel K. G. Tolentino.
Adjust, adjust. Bow down your head. Guys, look up.
I see the skies as I come closer to my dreams. I feel the light touching every inch of me. I'm getting close to where I dreamed I could be. No letting go. Now everything's within my reach. For the sky, you and I. Let's ride all the times, take a flight. You see, here we stand on the edge of tomorrow, ready to face the world, no fear, no sorrow. All of our once upon a time turn into a finally cross the line. Here we stand on the edge of tomorrow. We've made it through the climb. With every step, caps in the air, made it through the highs and lows. This is our time to make them real, the dreams we hold, chasing the light, forever holding on till we reach for the sky, you and I. Let's ride all the times, here we fly. You see, here we stand on the edge of tomorrow, ready to face the world, no fear, no sorrow. All of our once upon a time turn into a final cross the line. Here we stand on the edge of tomorrow. We've made it through the climb. Sing hail, we crossed the line and we have finally made it through the climb. Sing hail, we crossed the line and we have finally made it through the climb. Sing hail, we crossed the line and we have finally made it. Here we stand on the edge of tomorrow, ready to face the world, no fear, no sorrow. Ready to face the world, no fear, no sorrow. All of our once upon a time turn into a final cross the line. Here we stand on the edge of tomorrow. We've made it through the climb. Made it through the climb. Have finally made it through the climb.
Having officially graduated, the College of Criminology and College of Education graduates are now members of the Elite Alumni Association of DLS ASMC. Dr. Rowena G. Rivecho, Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Information, and DLS alumna from high school class of 1985 will lead the graduates in reciting the Alumni Pledge.
Please raise your right hand. We, the graduates of school year 2024-2025 of De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, pledge to become faithful and active members of the Alumni Association of De La Salle Andres Soriano Memorial College, as members of the Alumni Association, we reaffirm our belief in the De La Salle ASMC way of life, which is the Christian way of life. And we solemnly pledge to live in accordance with the commandments of God and of the church. Finally, we solemnly pledge our undying loyalty to DLS ASMC, living our lives according to her motto, to serve God and country, above all else, to the best of our knowledge and ability. So help us, God.
Let's give our newly installed De La Salle ASMC Alumni Class of 2025 another round of applause. This time, may I request everyone to stand for the singing of the Alma Mater song.
Shall we fail? Hail to thee, our alma mater.
Animo Lasal. Let us give our graduates a thunderous applause. We would also like to thank Mr. Andy Calope, Mr. Chris Delgado, and Ms. Franzel K. Tolentino for training the graduates with their graduation song. We'd also like to thank Dr. Rowena Rivecho and the selected graduates for helping in the choreography. To capture these precious moments forever, we will now have the pictorials. Since the program is not yet over, we would like to request the audience to remain quiet and seated for the entire duration of the picture taking, which will start with a Bachelor of Elementary Education, followed by Bachelor of Secondary Education. Then we'll have the Bachelor of Science in Criminology and all DLS ASMC personnel. I'd like to ask the College of Criminology to please go back to their seats.
Let me be the change I want to see, to do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the hope that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitation. Let me courage and humility. Fill me with spirit to face the challenge and start the change I long to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be a spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change.
B.Ed, please stay.
Change that begins in me.
After the B.Ed, the BSN students will follow.
I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be a spark. Faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see. The change that begins in Jesus in us. Jesus in us.
I know my people.
BSN graduates.
Every nation's here tonight to celebrate.
BS Cream, kindly move to the front.
Never shall we fail, screaming hail, hail, hail. We are, we are, we
Tomorrow's never promised to anyone. Let's live for the day. Let's live for the day. Let's leave the future where it's at, y'all, and throw our cares away. 'Cause this moment's all we got, so let's celebrate, celebrate. To give it
Kindly go back to your seats, BS Cream.
before it's too late.
Personnel, please start coming.
Let's run away to a place where time stands still. Time stands still. Let's run away to the only place that's real. 'Cause this moment's all we got, so let's celebrate, celebrate. To give it a shot this time before it's too late.
Last but not least, the personnel. May we request all personnel to please come here in front for the picture taking. Graduates, kindly go back to your seats. The program is not yet over. Again, graduates, please go back to your seats. The program is not yet over. Before we end, we would like to express our deep gratitude and sincere appreciation to everyone who has contributed to making this ceremony possible, beautiful, and meaningful. This is Mrs. Sarah Jane S. Hinto bidding you all a joyful evening of Thanksgiving. May today's commencement exercises, especially our graduates, give us all a renewed hope for a better world and a brighter future as we continue to do all our actions for the love of God. Animo Lasal! Good evening.
Here we are, gathered as one in honor of our alma mater. Hand in hand, sharing one mission in service of God and nation. When LaSallians unite, the future is bright, with the Father as our guiding light. One heart, one soul, one dream, one goal, one hope, one faith, animo. One banner, one glory, we're proud of who we are. One world, one spirit, one LaSalle. LaSallians in searching for truth, 'cause doing what's right is our passion. We all have the courage and the wisdom to lead in faith, service, and communion. In memory of our founder, John Baptist de La Salle, forever we stand as one. One heart, one soul, one dream, one goal, one hope, one faith, animo, one banner.
Calling College of Education, my advisory class, this will be our last picture.